Hey guys, just before we start this video, I think we need to address something about Jonathan Kuminga's nickname. Some of y'all already know what I'm about to say. Well, I ain't gonna say it out loud, but I've seen this floating around recently. Really, guys? Really? Is that really what we want to call a potential Golden State Warriors superstar? Probably not. Anyway, I was floating around Instagram the other day and saw this name, Kuminga. Now that sounds like a much sicker name in my opinion. And me? I'm gonna go with that one. Anyway guys, I just wanted to get that off my chest. So the Summer League just finished last week, and I must say, Jonathan Kuminga, aka Kuminga, is a beast that's gonna make Steph Curry and the Warriors a juggernaut. And with that being said, let's get right down to it. Kuminga is going to be the most athletic person Steph Curry has ever played with. I mean, Clay, Draymond, Iguodala, and Durant were beasts among men, but in terms of just pure athleticism, Kuminga is just a freak among beasts.
Performance by Erie really from the jump, and Knicks throws it for Kuminga.
When Steph's on the floor together with Kuminga, there'll be another line of defense and another transition weapon for the Warriors to deploy. Let me show you what I mean. If an opposing player somehow gets by Curry, they'll have to figure out how to avoid this.
6 men of the year. We're out of Florida State. Both were drafted 4th overall.
And when it comes to transition offense, remember the big three in Miami where D. Wade used to pass the ball off to LeBron back in the day?
Gobbled up by Dwayne Wade. Here he comes with LeBron. Oh my!
Well, next year, Steph is going to be able to do that with Kuminga, which is just another weapon in the chef's toolkit.
And you see his leadership and his coaching as you watch the game.
Also, with the type of defense the Warriors are going to employ, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for defense to lead to easy transition buckets for Kuminga.
Turnover! Look out below!
He became a really good defender.
Sada rejected. Here comes the Warriors on the break. Watch this. Look out.
These easy transition plays for Kuminga will make the game easier for Steph and the rest of the Warriors, because not only will it produce points on the scoreboard, but it'll also put pressure on and scramble the opponent's defense, which will lead either to a dunk or a wide open transition three, which the last time I checked, almost everybody on the Warriors roster is capable of shooting 40% from three-point range. Man, I should already be getting the beer ready for the splash show. But anyway. Next off here, what I love about Kuminga is what he can do when Steph is resting on the bench. The truth is, Kuminga can get points and slow the game down to let Steph rest longer. How can he slow the game down, you might ask? Well, it's pretty simple. The constant aggression Kuminga plays with will get him to the line.
He averaged 10 points a game during the regular season. He started 49 times, 65 games. Oh, what a nice twist.
In the 4 Summer League games Kuminga played in, he went to the free throw line an average of 7.8 times per game. That was good for 4th best in the entire Summer League.
That great call. See, I work out in Orlando.
Is there an NBA player right now you could...
Now Kuminga does have to practice his free throw accuracy though. Out of the 31 free throws he shot in the Summer League, Kuminga only made 20, which is only 65%. That number needs to get to about 80, because the last thing the Warriors need is another Ben Simmons situation.
But the first time in his career, he's decided.
Well, it was on this floor in Game 1.
Shooting like this is the quickest way to get your name into the trade rumors. Anyway, moving on here. You know, for a long time I thought Kuminga wasn't physically ready for the NBA because he's only 18 years old. But man, was I wrong. Check these out.
Back come the Warriors. Kuminga in transition. Strong move, hanging.
Second, they made a tweak with his contractual obligations to give him a closer look. Kuminga.
Young Kuminga is muscling his way to the basket and is putting some of these other ballers into the weight room. You might be saying that he can only do this against Summer League players, but guys, Kuminga is huge for being 18 years old. Let's do a bit of comparing here. So, Jonathan Kuminga currently stands 6'8" and weighs 225 pounds. Let's find some other bucket getters in the league that are about the same size. Luka Doncic, the young Slovenian superstar, stands 6'7" and is listed at 230 pounds. Kawhi Leonard, the Claw, stands 6'7" and is listed at 225 pounds. Jimmy Butler aka Jimmy Buckets, also stands 6'7" and is listed at 230 pounds. Kuminga really is a freakish athlete for being a teenager, and that's all there is to it. When he reaches the NBA, he can physically impose himself on defenders that aren't quite up to his size. The crazy thing about all this is that he's only 18 years old and still growing. I know, I'm just talking about the 2022 season, but imagine in about 2 or 3 years if Kuminga grows to 6'10" and packs on an extra 10 pounds of muscle to get to about 240 pounds. That is literally Giannis, who stands 6'11" and is listed at 242 pounds. Clearly, Kuminga has the size to physically dominate most players in the NBA, not named Zion Williamson. And I look forward to October 19th, where he'll get to showcase this against the Los Angeles Lakers. Anyway, just real quick here, I want to show you guys what fans online around the world are saying about Kuminga. Number 1. All he has to do is run the floor when he's in the game and cut hard to the rim when all eyes are on Steph and Klay. He's going to get a lot of easy buckets. Number 2. Love the athleticism and energy. We don't have anyone with that skill set. Well, we do now. Number 3. Not gonna lie, I wasn't too fond of us picking Kuminga, as I wanted Book Night, and boy was I wrong. Good thing I'm not the GM. Number 4. Future MVP in the making. If GSW can develop this kid in the right way, they'll be scary for years to come. He's got all NBA upside, and I don't really see any glaring flaws for where he is at his age. He also seems to have a dominating mentality, seems to want to destroy his opponents, and takes his matchups with other 5 stars personally. Number 5. He's teen LeBron without the passing. There, I said it. I can't say I disagree with anything these fans are saying. In fact, they took the words right out of my mouth. Anyway, guys, I want to go over what we can expect from Kuminga in the 2021-2022 season. First off, if he was drafted onto any of the other lottery teams, he'd be getting over 30 minutes per game and would probably average anywhere between 13 to 17 points per game, along with about 7 rebounds. But because he was drafted onto the Warriors, a team with championship aspirations, he'll probably get about 20 to 25 minutes per game and come off the bench. He'll make one of the 2 NBA All-Rookie teams and will probably average anywhere between 10 to 15 points per night and grab 5 boards along the way. There'll probably be a few games where he'll explode for 20 to 30 points, but for the most part, he'll be a spark off the bench to provide energy, points, and defense. And this leads me to my next point on how Kuminga is going to unleash the Warriors, the bench. Check this out. When Stephen Curry and the rest of the core players go to the bench, this is the potential lineup Steve Kerr could use. Jordan Poole, James Wiseman, Moses Moody, Jonathan Kuminga, and JTA. Now that ain't a championship starting 5 lineup in 2022, but for a bench unit, that's a youthful lineup that can hustle, bustle, and do everything you need from your second lineup. Let's do a quick calculation to see how many points we can expect from this bench unit. Jordan Poole will probably average about 17 points per game. James Wiseman will probably get up to about 15. Moses Moody, on the conservative side, will average 5 points. Kuminga will get 12, and JTA will get 6. That is 55 points per game on average, just from your bench. Let's say I'm wrong somewhere, because, hey, nobody's perfect. And let's subtract 15 points off that 55 to get 40 points per game from your bench. From looking at the 2021 bench stats, 40 points per game from the bench would give you one of the top benches in the entire league. And I haven't even factored in Otto Porter, Nemanja, or Iguodala yet. One thing is for sure, Steve Kerr is definitely going to have a tough time shuffling the play-in minutes. Anyway, guys, did you know Jordan Poole has put on 10 pounds of muscle since entering the league? I mean, check out this video. I also go over some of the recent Warriors updates, including what's going on with Klay Thompson and a lot of the stuff that happened in the Summer League. Click the video, guys, watch it, and like always, I'll see you on the other side.